Okay, greetings. Alright, this is message from the Astral Earth and elf beings from Agartha. So try something. I'm trying to continue the Agarthian connections. Of course, I was going to do an alien connection. If I can do that tomorrow. So go into a little bit more uh, depth of it. Do what we can. For questions, I'm on June 10th. I try to answer more just as the heat and everything. Excuses, but either way, I'm on it. So, alright, just be patient with me. Okay, so we're just going to jump right into it and give you a different type of connection. I'm also working on like I think I don't know if I mentioned here, like a alternative to YouTube. Well, I'm working on it. I'm putting stuff on there right now. Now, YouTube is continue on. Like I won't, because I can't say everything I want to say here. I'll do it there. I can't do it on Patreon because Patreon can kick you off too. This one, I don't think that'll kick me off of. As far as I know, I doubt it. So that'll be like a subscription type of thing. It'll be pretty decent. But everything takes time. I'm slowly building it up. So I want to have it a pretty good library, at least 20 videos at least for a start, and continue to add on over time. So that's the plan, to go into a little bit more. See, I can't go anywhere anymore. Can't go anywhere. Can't do anything. Yeah, Florida, I think Texas is slowly going back into a lockdown, and I don't know. I don't think we're that much farther away from them. So, yeah, they're requiring us to wear masks now, starting tomorrow night. So, loveliness. I don't know. So, all right, we're not going into any of that stuff. So, all right, we're going into this kind of like a bizarre, unneeded update. So, here we go. Blessings. Greetings to you from your astral Earth, where many of you are at this time. Not all of you. You can call me the conductor, but I am not running the show. There's many crystal energies in your Agartha that's fueling your Earth, keeping it going. Large ones. They're not always seen in Agartha. The vibrations are tampered with constantly, of course. Your black magicians, yes, not just the black magicians, but humanity keeps itself shut down, as you can see, through its belief system. But humanity, even, some aren't realizing, yes, even many reptilian beings from reptilian worlds are so used to a empire regime, an authority figure, they're going to be, of course, attracted to a world where that energy exists, such as yours. Some of you have broken out and given them a different point of view. Of course, they'll lash out at you because they follow the vibrations. What you see as a monarch, they see as something else. Yes, they see it for what it really is to them. A reptilian monarch. We're just putting that as an example. Not all reptilians are like this now. But some need a leader. And even felines are a little bit different. But reptilians do need a leader. So that influence, so when you have a big influence on your planet from that vibration, others will follow. Because they have no direction, or they want to learn from them. So they have reptilian worlds that take over planets You want to learn from them. You want to learn whatever it is they have to learn. They're on Earth as a human. What do you have? What can I learn from them? It's that simple. Seeing it from a different perspective. It might hurt some to see that. Some felines want to keep that. Some beings are here to keep you in that paradox world. But many of you are obviously ready to release it. So, yes, many here are part of authority, a world of authority, a high mind existence. That's your mass majority of your society. It's different types. Some just don't care. They're just joining it just as long as they get fed. They don't care. Understood. You have your beer, wine, relationships, job. Who cares about everything else? Tell me whatever you got. I don't care. Let me live my life. Understood. And some of you are, yes, are incarnated here to bring a different perspective. As through all ages, all eras, there's always someone there to do that. Even Martin Luther was doing the same as many of you, bringing in a new earth. Martin Luther brought in a different type of religion. A baby step, but something different. A lighter version of the control mechanism. So, some now, like spiritualism, like some alien content or channeled energies, some need that manipulative energy because they're not ready to hear the truth. Some do. Secret space program, whatever it might be. Some just need it. Not ready to see their true selves just yet. Same as religion. So as you go deeper into your realities, and yes, your alien energy is definitely going to come in. You're introducing that vibration here right now. Now, when it occurs, that's you. Society is still amends on it. Yes and no, maybe. Probably not. Sort of. Even when you are getting connected to it, it can get kind of scary. Because, yes, that shows that chapter of this earth is coming to an end. So, but that doesn't, you're building a road to disclosure, yes. As you're building a road to where you are. Now, spiritualism is a lot of you said openly. In the past, that wasn't always the case. You'd just be seen as witches. Warlocks and witches, and just, fire is in your future. Meaning the fire is on you. Many of you remember those days. But it kept you going, and here you are. Yes, you go from lifetime to lifetime to bring the alternative realities in. And sometimes you need to be buried at the stake to get attention. It's good advertising for some of you. Maybe not a good experience, but it does, show that you're holding on to your belief systems. And some are going to go into a religious earth after they leave here. They can't leave the control system. But at least this world gives you a choice to leave it or not. Some worlds don't allow that. This world's kind of hard on it too, but you can still escape it. Some worlds like this is the beliefs and this is the religion. That's all you got. And some of you probably remember those realities as we speak about it. That's why you're here now. You broke free there, but you had to die there to come here. Usually it's very difficult to live in a world like that. As it's hard here, but other places really just put their foot down. So yes, yes, the current pandemic is for you to go more into yourselves, yes. Deep into yourselves and come out as somebody else. Some of you are going more into your spirituality to bring in deeper information. It's like, now you got more time to go deeper into yourself and bring in and change this earth's reality. Much necessary, isn't it? Yes, your movie Inception, worlds, spinning rooms and things like that, is very real and astral. Yes, Some of your movies are astral movies, dreamlike movies. Some of them are very astral. Whereas, yes, when you can, yes, tap, you can walk into someone's energy, especially an astral. And it's like, you're talking to your lover, it ends up being your brother for a moment. It ends up being somebody else. It depends on the reality of astral, where you want to experience that, though. That's not everywhere. But there are cities in astral, yes. There's wars, World War III going on in astral currently for some. Why as well, right? You have the potential of bringing it here. Why not experience there? It's easier. It just is. You know, you shower less. Or you don't shower at all. So those ideas are brought into this reality, of course, to see if this is what you want to experience. So astral goes through it instead. Now you can do it on other versions of Earth too. But sometimes the astral is just easier. Why put all this effort into creating another version of Earth? We can just do an astral. It takes seconds. It's just easier. Your robot cities, robot apocalypses are all in astral too. Versions that will be brought into here. So you can see astral is many different blueprints you can incarnate, bring into your reality. Yes, there are other versions of Earth that you'll bring into. They're connected to that. But astral is just an easier place to develop. Different places, different things. It is your architecture of your reality. So it's fun. It can be not fun, especially when you're in an astral war. That's not fun. Not really, no, but it does strengthen your astral self. And that's why some get depressed here, because you're going. Of course, you're going to get depressed here, and you're lost. Some are lost because you're part of the astral war, and then you finally when you become unlost here, that means your part is over. I can finally live my life, finally. So some of you are playing a big role in the astral wars, yes. It is a difficult one, of course. You don't even know who you're talking to half the time, because those are superior officers can be infiltrated. So it's like they're saying one thing, but somebody else is there. As some of you have experienced that, even with friends and family, that feel a little strange there. So just giving you a different perspective, a fourth-dimensional perspective. Yes, we're not going heavy on you right now, but if some of you have truly experienced it. Yes, you had birthday parties in astral, and you also had, other things happen there without us here mentioning it. Yeah, we kind of pulled back on that one, didn't we? But everything exists there. Every possibility that can happen on this planet is happening there. Your current pandemic situation could be far worse, of course. It is basically the soul is looking for transition to be stretched out, to see things differently, and here you are. Uncomfortable situations. Yes, this current situation, climate is not going to end anytime soon, but there is a silver lining all around. It's not easy to see. And your astral, don't think they're just laying around living the good life. Many of them are going through a great deal of struggle also. It's not just here. It's easier there because you don't have to deal with the weather, but they have astral weather there too. You don't have to shower much or at all for that matter. But they need the physical to truly root into Earth's vibration. It's like this is the root of your existence. Think like astral is the flower, and this is the root. The Earth is just the inner self. That's not easy to experience. The ground. But there's much that happens there. You connect with others, you expand yourself, you strengthen yourself, you strengthen your astral self by being here. So there's many wars in astral self, so you strengthen yourself, your knowledge, you're anchoring yourself to others as you go through that. So there's much going on. It's a parallel version of yourself. Parallel version, you understand. And some of you can connect to it easily, some of you are blocked off for very much. Agreed. Some of you, yes, are secret agents there currently, yes. For the greater good, yes. And there are others that are not. Those are usually part of your government. But some of you are double agents of that to bring more positive energy into your earth. So some of you have seen the future through astral. Yes. This is going to happen here? Possibly. Usually the future is not going to make itself too clear, especially now, because dealing with the now is very important. As you know, seeing the future isn't so clear, because now is the time to focus on. You can look into the future all you want, please do. Some can see it, some can't. You can still tap into it if you wish. But this is where all the recipes, this is the cooking of the soul. And your world's been through many different viruses, wars, whatever it might be. It's just you're all doing it together. Worldwide. Grass is greener on some areas, yes, we understand that, but there's much agendas, of course, going on. So, blessings to you on your understanding of the Astral Earth. I will return in your future time. Blessings to you in your creation processes. Blessings. Greetings to you. We are the elf collective. Yes, we are very much connected to the trees, of course. It is an embodiment of your existence. As some trees do, yes, set themselves on fire to bring in a new age, a new direction. As some humans are actually human trees, earth trees. Some are tall. That's a hint. That is not always the case. Some are lumberjacks, yes. Some are, Agarthan beings that do have a humorous connection to animals such as ducks and other animal life. Usually, yes, your animal keepers are Agarthan beings to a certain extent. Some people are just, or there are cases of just cat people watching over cats, or dog people watching over the dog people. The canines came to this earth because the cat people, yes, needed some entertainment. They need to cool themselves down. Cats can get really serious, but canine is here to balance a feline energy. It's like feline is female and canine is more male, usually. Isn't that usually the case on your planet? Men are dogs, women are whatever they are. Cats, usually. So, it is everyone here has a little bit of canine in feline, of course. And some males have more canine than feline. If you like the outdoors or like talking to people, you probably have a lot of canine too. But the Agarthan world, reality, yes, we do connect to the trees and realities to see your world. Some of us, yes, appear on your planet but never seen, because that would cause too much hostility. We do have the ears, but we've seen no reason to be seen here. We view your world as the opposite of ours, a war planet. Agartha, parts of it are peaceful, not all of it. There is some seedy parts that are created by your reality. Your reality allowed it to occur, but that's part of our lesson too. As you can say, Agartha is yes, there are other places in Agartha, it's not just Agartha. There are other Shambhala and other places, yes, that we're connected to. But Agartha is a paradise place. To an extent. Not fully. We're here to bring balance, positivity to your existence. To also help you in your warrior self. Because we're not warriors usually. We war if we have to be. But we're not warrior people. But we are always prepared for war. Not that we have tanks sitting in the back of the car. But we are, we're just always prepared. But usually we're peaceful people. When the world turns upside down, we're ready. Let's put it that way. We're not exactly preppers, but some of your preppers are connected to our reality. And they feel like they need to prep and all that. in third dimensional level. So that kind of gives you another idea what a Agarthian being is like. It'll have its fear too. Of your reality. Some are terrified of your reality, as you can see. Is it terrifying? It doesn't have to be a terrifying place, but parts of it can be terrifying. But as you get to know more of yourselves and what this is doing to your earth right now, yes, it's going deeper into yourselves. You're rooting much into the earth's energy, actually. Some people say that staying at home is a way of commit, or it's rooting into the earth. Now, some aren't have difficulties with it because they're part of the program society. But even they root into it. Sometimes you just gotta sit still. Sometimes you just gotta calm it down. And trust me, when the time's right, we'll let you back out, no doubt. But this is a spiritual awakening, but it goes much deeper than that. And some are, yes, into the fictional side of things. That's where they feel comfortable with. Because some have not let go of their own darkness, as you can see. Conspiracy this, conspiracy that, and they just lock themselves in with paranoia. Love is different. For them, that is love. For them, that is their fear-mongering is their love for some. But as you bring in a new energy from the Agarthan realities, basically being more peaceful with yourself, open-mindedness helps. That's up to you. Yes, we are fourth-dimensional beings. We can easily walk into your world without a problem. We can just appear. We don't need a portal. We don't need technology. Just appear. Fairies do it all the time. They influence many of your female energies here to bring more love into this reality. As you know, it's very difficult to find love, so they do everything they can. Because yes, the peaceful. It's funny how people say peacefulness is protest. Peaceful has a different word behind it, because when we say those protests, we don't see peace really. It's peaceful anger, but not really peacefulness. Your love child during your 1970s, that was a Agarthian energy. Your hippie time was Agartha coming through. A bleed through, you can say. And there's been much more of that, but that era lasted for quite some time. And it still exists, it's just not as part of your society. The flower children. Need we say more? Yes, you might add some protest to that. But some aren't ready to let go of their anger once again. And there is change to be needed here, of course. Because basically the truth isn't very easy to find here, as you can see. There are, yes, Agarthian maps have been found on your planet of our existence. There have also been skeleton energies here, hidden, of course. And dinosaur energies, some of them were dragons, but called dinosaurs instead. And hidden, yes, well, kept quiet, not put in your museums, and secretive, quiet museums. They're not going to let a dragon out into your world anytime soon. Skeletons do exist. They're not going to go around telling the world. They have been found too, but they have not been leaked. There's no remnants. I don't believe so at this time, at least in the public manner. There's also been mermaids found too. The skeleton structures of them. So even elf beings, but those aren't taken too seriously. Wood old people. We're talking wood old people. Not dwarves, wood old people. There are different types of elves. There's 6 foot tall, 5 foot tall, and very small ones. So that's for you to connect with. Reason we are here, yes, in Mother Earth energies, for you to get used to a different realm of society. As what we do is, yes, party all the time, not always, but in a more Celtic point of view, a more medieval world, because we're connected to nature. We don't need all of these things and objects. Not humanity is very fascinating, that's for sure, but many of us kind of stay out of it. We do view your world. We do, yes, through waters, through the lakes. We can see your planet very easily, or your dimension. But not some do. Yes, well, we all care, but we also have to be careful of showing our existence to your world. Humans are going through a lot of selfishness right now, of even identity crisis. Who am I? They're looking. They might not be asking the question verbally, but many are trying to figure out who they are. The spell on your planet is breaking. If you're asking who you are, that is a major step in soul evolution. You might not find the answer anytime soon, but you keep asking, who am I, who am I, who am I, eventually the answer will come. I might not always like the answer. There's different levels of the answer too. It's like, okay, I can handle this, but like connections with Egypt, that's fine. But then you said there's more. Well, I'm not sure if I want to open that door just yet. And it goes on and on. Yes, there are elf king energies here assisting. Your Queen of England is a elf queen too. It's more of a Illuminati energy. She's been into other planets. She's not been a king or queen type of energy. She's technically a walk-in, meaning that other beings have come and go through her. Yes, but that version of her, like the younger version, is much different. The older version is much different because that's somebody else. Might look like her, but that's not her. That's not the one from the old days. So, yeah, they had to scoot her out, and somebody else came in. And that's where the blood drinking aliens come from, because that soul is very connected to that. Not that they're doing it, but they are connected to it. You can see, yeah, your elf worlds, you have kings and queens and all of that, yes. But it's a different order altogether. Protection of our realms from your world. But as you become more aware of it, you'll find the love within yourself. Find joy and just finds, like, yes, you kind of walked into Alice in Wonderland, you can say, but it's much different. But it's more open, but also for the most part it is a healing energy. It's not to insult you at all, but it is to help you find your truth eventually. It's there to find your truth, and it's not there to be, it's straightforward but in a nice way, and that's how you become more at home there. It's like, I don't have to hide myself anymore. In your world, everybody hides. Not everybody, but you understand. Society is still dipping. It's not true. Sure. Politicians are excellent at hiding themselves, and they kind of teach society to do the same thing. Eventually, things will change. Eventually, governments will break it down. They can't survive this forever. Humanity would want answers. It does, but it's not ready to bring it into this realm just yet. So, our energies, yes, we peek into your reality every once in a while. Some Agarthians look at your world every day. The birds look at your world every day. But a lot of us don't. We can feel the vibrations through the trees of what your world's going through, depending on where we are in Agartha. We can feel what's happening on our planet. But we have a great deal to deal with in our realm. So, but we are always welcome to a human connection. Of course, we're human, but we're a little bit different, of course. But yes, you are our brothers and sisters in a different realm. That's